Hi theconnleyclan fam! So we just did a Q&A video and you guys had a lot of really good questions. Thank you so much for sending those in. There were a couple though that I said I felt like deserved an entire video, and today is going to be one of those videos. So Jocelyn Attiguë, I think is how you pronounce it, you had asked me what the kids want to be when they grow up, and today they're going to tell you.
Yep.
So first, I have Jade here. So I know a lot of you know the biggest thing she really wants to be when she grows up. She talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
We even have some short videos where she shows you because she's already doing it.
Yeah.
And so what is the number one thing you want to be?
A dog trainer.
A dog trainer, that's right. And she already does train our dogs. So she is getting lots and lots of practice at that. Which is good.
I was going to train our neighbor's dog in Omaha, but now we're back here.
Yeah.
His name's Rocky.
Yes, she was asked by the neighbors that live behind us if she could help train their dog. And she was going to, and then we came here.
Yeah.
And then we've been here for most of the time. So she hasn't had a chance to do that.
Right.
But what are a couple other things? Like, let's say the dog trainer thing doesn't work out. What are a couple other things you'd like to do?
Second thing, a rancher.
You do? Yep. She has talked about that quite a few times, wanting to own her own ranch. What does that look like to you? What does owning a ranch look like?
I don't know.
Like, you want cows?
Yeah, I want all sorts of animals.
You do?
Like ducks.
Yeah.
I want potbelly pigs.
You do?
Potbelly. They're huge, friendly, but I love them.
My friend, when I was growing up, they owned I'm pretty sure it was a potbelly pig as a pet. And it would run around their house, and it was so funny.
That you can even litter box train them.
Can you?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, it probably was.
I've seen so many on different sites.
Yeah.
It's a litter box train.
That's
but
so
sometimes it sticks its butt out and it poops on the ground.
Oh jeez. Oh, accidentally. Oh my gosh.
Trying to aim.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
So you want all kinds of animals. So our farm is kind of getting you ready to own your own farm someday.
The most thing I want is goats.
Goats?
You can walk them around.
I had somebody tell me, I think it was Rose, that said, no goats, don't do goats.
Why?
I don't know, but I would like to own at least a couple goats and get, just to try it out. I also thought about sheep. I think sheep would be kind of fun to own.
Oh yeah, I want sheep too.
We do want a Jersey cow, so we can get milk from our Jersey cow.
Jersey cows have the biggest milk thing.
But they're really good producers, I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, and then what's your last thing? If all else fails, what else do you want to do?
A YouTuber.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but Jade loves being on YouTube. And she will pick up the camera and she will go film things. And she asks me all the time, can I film? And so Jade does love it. And she has asked to have her own channel. And at some point, I think Jade will have her own channel.
Yeah.
Right now, our life is so hectic that we have a really hard time keeping up with one channel.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure that we get, that we are able to put all of our energy into this one. And then once we get this one, I feel like under control. And I think that will be like maybe once we aren't traveling back and forth all the time, and having Logan and Christian is a lot of work. And
it is.
And
especially Christian.
Yeah, especially Christian. But I do foresee Jade having her own channel.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have Lily. And, out of all of the kids, I don't know if I know what Lily wants to be. I know a lot of the kids and a lot of their interests. There's one thing that I can think of for you, but we'll see if you say it. Okay, so what do you want to be when you grow up?
An animal rescuer.
An animal rescuer. Okay, that's a good one. Like, what does that mean to you? Like, you're going to go out and rescue what kind of animals?
I want to rescue, like, sloths, house pets, and, like...
So you want to save all kinds
monkeys.
Of animals? Yeah? Okay, so, like, if they're hurt, then you're going to have, like, a farm where you keep them, or...?
Well, I'm probably going to not get some shelter, probably.
Yeah. Okay, and then what else do you think you'd like to be?
I want to be a horseback rider.
A horseback rider? Okay. You know, you would make a good jockey. You know why?
Why?
Because you're small.
You're right.
But being a jockey is very dangerous.
It is. You risk your life every race you do.
That's right, you do. It sounds like you've researched that a little bit. Okay, what else? What's your third thing?
I did want to be in the, what is it called? Lieutenant?
Oh, the Navy.
Yeah, the Navy.
Yes. When she found out her big brother Declan was going in the Navy, she thought that that might be something that she would like to do too.
Yeah.
And that would be neat.
I want to help.
Yep, help our country. Here's two things that I can think of. Lily really has been very, very interested in creating things out of pottery.
Yeah.
And today she just came up to me and asked me if I thought that that would be a business that she could have, making things out of clay and then selling them.
Yeah, actually I just made a mini pot today and I tried to make a form with a heart.
Yeah.
Tons of like
You're
mini
very
hearts.
good at designing it. So she asked me if we could get her some tools, some pottery tools, so that way she can do some fun things. So
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. And the other thing that Lily is so interested in is gardening.
You're right.
She has started her very own compost pile, and she goes around and collects things to put in it. So eggshells, coffee grounds,
Kitchen scraps.
leaves.
Yeah, dried leaves. Those really thin cardboard
Oh yeah.
stuff that's kind of like
Uh,
paper.
Yeah, it's like on the outside of the cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has done some research herself on that.
Yeah.
And so she figured out what she needed to do to start a compost pile, and she started her very own.
Mhm.
So that was really good. So the pottery thing, you know, that the clay comes right out of our backyard, basically, down by our pond. And the kids make things out of that, and Lily has been very interested in that. And the gardening thing, too. And so she's done a lot of her own research, and I thought that that was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, Emma is next, and she has brought her handy-dandy notebook with her. So she has lots of things that she has researched. So what's your top thing that you really want to be when you grow up?
I have 3.
Okay, so go ahead. What's one of them first?
Interior designer.
Okay, interior designer. And her big sister, so our big Lily, she actually goes to school for interior architecture, which is similar, I think, to interior design. I think there is definitely more to the interior architecture, but so that's a good one. And I actually was very interested in interior design as well. As I've said before, I thought I was going to be an architect, but I love to be creative. I love design. And so, funny story. Now, let me save the story till the end, just in case this happens to be one of the things on her list. Okay, what's number 2 that you wanted to be?
Detective or criminal investigator. That's basically the same thing.
Okay, that would be cool. One of the things that Brianna wanted to be when she grew up was work for the FBI. And we actually, there is an FBI office in Omaha. I don't know about where there's one in Texas, but that'd be a neat job. I could see you doing something like that. And what's number 3?
Flight attendant.
Really? Oh, okay. One time Emma said something about wanting to travel when she, either before or after college, and we had talked about how it'd probably be easier to travel after college because
After you get it paid off.
yeah. you would hopefully be able to have the money to do that. Okay, so let me tell you the story because this
Okay.
was not on the list. Okay, so
It probably was. It's just.
yeah, that probably isn't in your top 3 anymore. So, okay, a year ago when we were in Texas, and we'd only been homeschooling for like a few months, and Emma had been saying for like a year that she wanted to be a landscape architect. Okay. And Sean and I actually owned a lawn and landscape company when we lived in Kansas City. And so I had all kinds of books on plants and so
I still have them.
yeah, you do. Yes. So I gave those to her to let her try that out. And then we were doing homeschool lessons, and Sean said, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and design the landscaping on our house? And so Emma started, so she downloaded a program where she could do that. And she started designing the house. And it was like a week later, and I'm like, okay, where's your landscape plan? And she's like, I haven't even got to that part yet. I'm having so much fun designing the house. And I thought that was so funny, and I said, that is why we try different things out, because you never know what you're going to be interested in once you do it. And so she had so much fun designing the house that she decided that she thought she might like actually designing houses better than designing landscaping.
The reason my last thing is flight attendant is because I do want to travel. And for there you get free travel.
Oh yeah?
You get to stay at the place you go for like a day or two.
Yeah, that's true.
So then you get to see all different places depending on where your plane goes.
That would be a great way. Like Declan really wanted to travel the world, and he's able to do that being in the Navy. He has been to so many different countries, and that is a great way too to be able to see the world. Is the flight attendant, because you would be able to see all those places.
And you sleep, and they maybe don't make as much money, but it's basically because they live up in the air most.
Well,
of the time, I feel like.
Right. And a lot of times, the airlines pays for your hotel.
Yep.
And so then you don't even have to pay to stay there, which would be a great idea. That'd be a great way to, yeah.
And they're supposed to give you food.
Yeah. And you had also talked about wanting to have a YouTube channel.
Yes. That was like my side jobs.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you have some side jobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTuber.
Okay.
Dog walker.
Okay.
And chocolatier.
Oh.
I had it before Elena.
Oh, you had that down. That's one thing Elena wants to be. Not to give it away, but you did have it down. She must have maybe heard it from you.
Yeah. A chocolatier is somebody who can either make the chocolate
or taste it. Taste test it. I can see you totally wanted to do that. Emma loves sweets.
Or the thing where you can watch movies and you get paid.
Yeah.
Just to watch movies, and one of the things was eating ice cream.
My cousin used to work at a movie theater, and they always got to screen the movies before anybody else saw them for free, just to make sure there was nothing wrong with the film. And so that would be fun. That'd be a good, I feel like, high school job. And that's what she did when she was in high school.
She did?
Yeah. But as far as YouTuber, I think it's funny because I don't know that Emma is one of the kids that you would think loves YouTube, because she kind of is just like, hey, if I'm on it, I'm on it. If I'm not, I'm not. But if Emma is the star of the video, then she loves being on YouTube, right?
I tried, actually, a video that's coming up is my whole perspective of the farm, my own video.
So the kids went out and they did, their perspective of the farm, and Emma said, I want to do that, but I want my whole own video. So maybe we can do that. I think it'd be fun for you to have some videos. I think it'd be fun for Jade to have some of her own videos. We could put them on our own channel, and I think
it will be just a start.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good way for the kids to start, as long as you have really good ideas, which a farm perspective I think would be a good idea. I know Jade came up with like 25 ideas to have for a YouTube channel, so that'd be fun. Okay, well, thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right, I've got Rosie next, and Rosie's a little unsure.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell them what you told me about what you're thinking.
So I really want to work with animals, animals of all kinds, land animals and sea animals, but I also want to work with the ocean too.
So Rosie had thought that maybe a marine biologist was something that she'd be interested in doing.
Yeah, I was going for the just like discovering new animals and that stuff. But then I found out that you only have like 2 months of doing that, and you spend all the other time researching in a lab.
And she's not quite sure that she wants to be stuck in a lab.
No, I don't.
So those are great ideas, though. At least you know what you like.
Mhm.
So then you can maybe go out there and research what kind of jobs you could do where you would be out maybe out on the ocean more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's got to be something, you could, one of the things Lily had said was she wants to rescue animals.
Mhm.
And you could always rescue like ocean life.
Yeah.
And there's actually a place in Corpus Christi where they rehab the animals.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but then, like, I don't want to be a vet because I hate seeing animals in a poor condition.
Yeah, but it might be neat. You'd have to see them in a poor condition if you rescued them. But if you knew that there was a good percentage of a chance that you could rescue them and then nurse them back to health, and then release them back into the wild, what a great feeling that would be. I feel like, you would feel so good about what you were doing.
Yeah, today I watched a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
For school, for the whatever you want to learn. And it was about a bunny.
Oh yeah.
His name was Tony.
Oh my gosh.
And so this couple saw him, and he was going to be like eaten or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was being sold for $15.
Oh.
So they bought him.
Okay.
And so they nursed him back to health and all that stuff. But then they found out he had a sickness, and he had to get surgery on his neck, and so his neck was lopsided.
Oh, jeez.
For the rest of his life.
Didn't that make you sad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was about to cry.
Oh.
But he had 2 other like friends too that they also rescued.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of our kids just have such big hearts for animals, and I think it's interesting because we have kids from different sibling groups, and we have all different ages, and we have so many different personalities, but yet a lot of them really have this big, huge heart for animals. And so I think that's kind of cool. And we're able to work with a lot of animals here too.
Mm-hmm, like Winston.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't walk yesterday.
Yeah, we had problems. All of a sudden, our white duck, he couldn't walk. He couldn't stand. It's like he couldn't move. And I had noticed that he was kind of walking funny with one of his legs turned in a little bit. And then all of a sudden, I didn't even think anything else about it. And then all of a sudden, he wasn't able to walk. So we gave him some chick starter because we thought Sean thought maybe he was missing the niacin in his diet.
I saw him out here when I was doing the horses.
Yeah.
And he was walking fine.
Yeah, he is fine now.
He did trip a little bit over his foot.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he was walking fine.
We just need to pay closer attention to make sure that all the animals are getting exactly what they need.
Yes.
Elena's next, and you brought notes with you too. So did Emma. Okay, what do you have? What's the first thing that you think you'd like to be when you grow up?
A fashion designer.
Okay, totally see that. Elena is our fashion girl. She loves fashion, talks about fashion nonstop, loves to pick out her outfits. Like she'll go around and she'll look at some of the kids. She'll say, "That doesn't match," or "Oh my gosh." So yes.
So embarrassing.
Like I could totally see that. Okay, so what is it about fashion that you love so much?
Well, it's that you get to put art on your body. Like you can express yourself. You can express yourself like
Through the clothes you wear,
through the clothes you can wear. You get to like show off your beauty and other stuff, and I just think it's so wonderful.
Cool.
Yeah, so wonderful and cool. And
what about accessories? Do you like accessories?
oh my gosh, yes. If you see me out in public, I probably have like 5 necklaces on, 10 bracelets on.
She has a purse she wears. She always has something in her hair.
Yeah, actually wearing a hair accessory.
Right now that matches your shirt.
Yeah, that matches perfectly with my shirt.
Okay, what's the second thing that you'd want to be?
Okay, don't laugh.
Okay, I won't.
But I want to be either a chocolate tester or an ice cream tester.
Okay. So, and Emma had said that was a chocolatier was actually one of the things she had on her list too.
She told me and I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Oh, you can really see it.
So, chocolatier, which is like a chocolate tester,
Yes,
or
but
an
they
ice
also,
cream.
But they also like make chocolate.
Oh, they make chocolate too?
Yeah.
Okay, and then an ice cream tester.
Ice cream tester. Yeah.
So it'd be like quality control for ice cream.
Yeah. And did you know there's a job out there where you can just watch TV as your job? And
Seriously?
Mhm.
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I knew, like, I was just talking to Emma about being a movie screener. Like, you can watch movies and make sure the film is okay before they show the movie to a bunch of people. But I didn't know you could just watch TV.
No, that's it. You just watch a movie and you can bring like ice cream with you, or you can bring whatever you want with you, and you can bring your actually you can sometimes you can bring your kids with you.
Oh yeah.
Watch it if it's an appropriate movie.
Yeah, right. That's right. Make sure it's appropriate.
Yes.
Okay, and then what's the last thing?
A small business owner or a business owner.
Now you could put number one and number 3 together, and you could be a small business owner of your own fashion shop.
Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't take off, which it probably will, guys.
That's right. Think positive.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a like fashion lines on it, like a small thing, and I'm gonna open like a boutique or something.
I always thought it'd be fun to own a little boutique. I love shopping in them, and so that would be really cool.
Or
Yes.
a restaurant owner.
Oh, what kind of restaurant?
Restaurant.
Like a Chick-fil-A or like
No, like
a
a
Mexican restaurant?
No, like a fancy dining one.
Ooh, like a 5-star restaurant?
More like a 3-star, but
That'd be cool. And you serve all different kinds of foods? Just fancy foods?
yes, we would serve like, I don't know why people eat this caviar.
Caviar?
Yeah, or sushi. I've never tried sushi, but Mom said she hated it.
I don't like sushi.
Or like easy as a taco. It's
Oh.
just different things that I have, like expensive and cheap things, so you can just dine there.
That's a good idea. Okay, if you can't tell, Elena, she is not only our fashionista, but she's our fancy child.
Fancy.
All right, next is Isabella. And now I know Isabella is a little young. She's only 8, but I do think that she has a few ideas in her mind of things that she's really interested in. So I thought it would be fun to see what she says. So do you have some ideas of what you think you'd like to be when you grow
I
up?
have 3.
Okay, go ahead. What's the first one?
Okay. So the first one is the vlog filmer, you know?
A vlogger?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to be that when I'm little.
Yep. And that was on your, sorry guys, the wind is picking up a little bit. That was on your, what was the video that we did?
The goals?
Yeah, the goals video. Yeah, thanks. And she said that she really wanted to vlog more this year. And I actually have. I've let her take the camera. I've used some of her B-roll. And you have done a little bit of filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so she's been having fun doing that. And we need to let you film a little bit more. You think that'd be fun?
Yeah.
Maybe you could have one of your own very own videos.
Yeah.
She actually does a really good job. Some of her stuff is really kind of funny. Okay, and then what's number 2?
I want to be a dog trainer because I love training these dogs with Jade. So I really want to be a dog trainer.
So Jade really likes to be the only person that wants to be a trainer, but Isabella loves training the dogs too. And so she does help Jade train the dogs. And so she is like Jade's assistant right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. So that would be a good one too.
Yeah.
And we do have 3 dogs. And so you also are really super good with the rest of the animals. So
Yeah.
Isabella is good at helping with all the animals. Her responsibility is the birds.
Yeah.
And so she helps do the birds, and she's really good about remembering.
Yeah.
And doesn't even have to be told, which amazes me so much.
Yeah.
You're so responsible.
I used to before school. I was just in time.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, and then what's number 3?
I want to be animal rescue because I love rescuing animals a lot.
Yep.
I love animals a lot.
Yeah, you
Like,
do.
When I used to play Minecraft, I used to always cry that Jay Gavin or something used to kill animals. So chickens.
Oh, on the Minecraft game?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I used to cry.
That makes you sad.
Yeah.
You do love animals a lot.
Yeah.
So an animal rescuer would be a really good job for you. I was just telling Rosie that with an animal rescuer, because Lily also wants to do that, but we were saying that maybe Rosie, that could be one of her things too. But you can find these animals that maybe need some help, and then you can nurse them back to health, and then you can release them back into the wild. And that would be such a good feeling, I feel like.
I see the Dodo. Sometimes I watch
Oh yeah, that channel.
And then they save animals, and then they put up the dogs or the animals to the rescue.
Yeah.
Or they just keep the animal to themselves.
Yeah, they do in some of those videos, don't they?
Yeah.
Those are great ideas. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right, we've got John, and John is going to tell us what he wants to be when he grows up. What do you want to do when you grow up?
Well, it kind of sorts through, you know, like it evolves.
Okay.
I want to be a ranch hand.
Okay.
I'm like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have my own big old farm or company that does stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So start out here, get to know what you're doing, and then go work for someone else, and then
Take their business and I
Yeah.
make a ton of profit.
and then you can have your own. That's a good idea. Okay, what is another thing that you want to be when you grow up?
I need to think about this one real quick.
Okay,
Maybe in the military or something.
okay, so like Declan?
Yeah, something like that. You know, I'll be a worker,
Okay.
just digging out trenches, building. Like an
Actually,
construction person in the military.
Yeah.
And I would also work for them too.
What you're doing now actually could prepare you, because you guys are doing, right now they're working on the tiny house, trying to level it out, and that's a lot of hard labor. So, and you guys have put up fences and
Fences. I've done digging so much, building post gates.
yeah, yep. So you're
I basically
learning.
know how to make a whole entire fence. You know,
Yeah,
surround our house.
yeah.
It wouldn't be that hard because I already know how to do it.
So that's giving you experience, even if you went to the Navy and you did some of that work there. I mean, not the Navy, but the military.
Yeah.
Whether it was the Navy, the Army, the
Yeah,
Marines, the
Yeah, it's in like Marines or Navy. You gotta learn how to manage like the ship if somebody shoots through it. You gotta look at how to block it.
yeah,
It's just
yep.
pressure though, because if you fail, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be pretty.
Right. Yes, or the Air Force too. That's another branch.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have one more idea of what? See, I have an idea of what you might be.
Oh yeah, there's coder, but
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, I do want to do that, but that's gonna be like a side job because
I was thinking like maybe cybersecurity. So maybe not coding, but right now you can make pretty good money doing cybersecurity, which would be, I feel like, a good job, especially if you like coding.
maybe I'll be like a side job. I
Side
would
job?
do. Like maybe like during night because I don't require that much sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be good, I guess.
Yeah.
It'll be useful too. I do
Yeah.
stuff for myself.
Yes.
Yeah, that too. But also, that's
Yeah.
just Mom's idea. Here's about mine.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do, Mom?
What?
I'ma be a gardener. No.
No?
I don't know what I was gonna do. But
Do you like gardening? No. Lily does. Lily likes gardening.
there's a certain parts of gardening.
That you like?
Labor. That's
the
all.
labor part?
Yeah, it's like that's mainly what I'm good. That made me for labor.
That is what is required on a farm a lot, is labor.
70% labor, 30% thinking
Yeah.
or planning.
Yeah. Planning is good. Planning is always good.
I don't know. It's like farmer, mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stuff like that, really.
Lots
But
of possibilities.
I can't think of
You
one.
used to want to own your own lawn care company. You still want to do that?
Yeah, farmhand. I'll be clearing out fields, making them all flat, getting ready for planting.
Yeah.
So kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by, it's like I want to take a job and
Yeah.
work as a low. I'm going to go
Oh,
all
and
the
then
way
work
up to
your
the
way
top.
up. Yeah. That's a good idea.
That would be like landscaping, because then I'll just work for labor.
Yeah.
Then I'll own, and I'll
Right.
have people to do it for me.
Yeah, and it's good to have the experience before you go off on your own and own something.
Yep.
Well, I thought that was fun, hearing what the kids would like to be when they grow up. You know, it definitely kind of shows their personalities. It definitely shows their interests. And, you know, even if it's not what they become when they grow up, at least they're starting to think about it and think about what they're passionate about. You know, Emma and I just had that conversation about making sure that whatever you pick to be your, you know, job, that you want to make sure that you're very passionate about it, because, you know, things happen. You know, people switch their majors all the time. They get burned out, and all kinds of things happen in life that you're not expecting, especially when you're younger, you know, and you think you have this life ahead of you that you have all planned out, and then it never works out the way you think it's going to. And sometimes that's good, and sometimes it's not so good. But I know for me, even though I did not become what I wanted to be, what I thought I was going to be when I grew up, I am still very happy with what I chose and the path I chose. And ultimately, I think that is what matters most, is that you end up just being, you know, happy with who you become. So that is really the lesson I want to teach the kids. And I thought they had some really good ideas on what to be when they grew up. So we will see you guys next time. Bye.